Manager insisted I follow the rules exactly, so I did and shut down the whole office. So there I was, just another Tuesday morning in the bustling city of Sao Paulo. My name is Joaquim, and I work in the IT department of a mid-sized tech company. You'd think the tech industry would be exciting, but most days it's just me, my computer, and a bunch of people who don't know the difference between a modem and a router. Enter Sergio, my new manager. Sergio was one of those by-the-book types, always quoting policies and procedures. He had this annoying habit of micromanaging everything, like he had nothing better to do than to hover over us like a mother hen. The man was a stickler for rules, and his favorite phrase was, "Rules exist for a reason." Joaquim. One day, Sergio pulled me into his office. "Joaquim," he said, "we need to ensure everyone is strictly adhering to company policies. There have been too many incidents of lax behavior and disregarding procedures. From now on, I want you to enforce every rule to the letter. No exceptions." I nodded, thinking he was being a bit dramatic, but sure, I could follow the rules. How hard could it be? Fast forward a week, and I'm already regretting that nod. Sergio's idea of following the rules to the letter was turning our office into a nightmare. He even posted a giant list of company policies in the break room. It was like he wanted to suck the soul out of the place. Things took a turn when our CFO, Mariana, asked me to install a new software update on her computer. Easy enough, right? Wrong. According to company policy, all software updates had to be approved by the IT security team, which usually took about 3 days. "Joaquim, I need this update now," Mariana insisted. "It's critical for our quarterly reports." "Sorry, Mariana," I said, feeling a bit guilty. "I have to follow the rules. It needs security approval first." She looked at me like I had two heads. "Are you serious? This is ridiculous." "Blame Sergio," I muttered. Mariana stormed off, and I knew this was just the beginning. The ripple effect started almost immediately. People couldn't access essential tools, deadlines were missed, and the office vibe went from bad to worse. Then came the day Sergio pushed me over the edge. We were having our weekly team meeting, and he was going on about how proud he was that we were finally maintaining order. "Joaquim," he said in front of everyone, "you've done a stellar job enforcing the rules. Keep it up. No exceptions." The rest of the team exchanged looks. No one was happy, and I could see the frustration boiling beneath the surface. That night, I sat at home stewing over Sergio's words. If he wanted me to follow the rules to the letter, fine, I'd do just that. The next morning, I walked into the office with a plan. It was time to give Sergio a taste of his own medicine. First thing, I checked the office equipment maintenance logs. Can you see, according to the company policy, every piece of electronic equipment needed a monthly checkup. No exceptions. And guess what? Sergio's laptop hadn't been checked in 2 months. "Sergio, I need to take your laptop for maintenance," I said, trying to keep a straight face. "What? Now? I'm in the middle of something important," he protested. "Sorry, rules are rules," I said, enjoying the look of frustration on his face. Then I moved on to the printers. They were overdue for maintenance as well, so I shut them all down. The entire office ground to a halt. No one could print anything. People were scrambling, and the tension was palpable. Mariana came storming into the IT department. "Joaquim, what the hell is going on?" "Routine maintenance," I replied, barely suppressing a grin. "Company policy." She glared at me but knew there was nothing she could do. Rules were rules, after all. The final straw came when I decided to enforce the fire safety regulations. According to policy, we needed to conduct a full fire drill, complete with evacuation every 3 months. We were overdue by a week. I marched into Sergio's office. "Sergio, we need to conduct a fire drill. Now." He looked at me like I was insane. "You've got to be kidding me." "No exceptions," I said, echoing his favorite phrase. Reluctantly, Sergio agreed. I sounded the alarm, and the entire building had to evacuate. It was chaos. People were grumbling, some were outright yelling. Sergio was trying to keep order, but it was clear he had lost control. After the drill, everyone was gathered outside, fuming. Mariana approached Sergio, her face a mask of anger. This has gone too far, Sergio. This whole by-the-book nonsense is destroying productivity. We need to go back to using common sense. Sergio looked around, seeing the resentment in everyone's eyes. He sighed, defeated. All right. Maybe we've been a bit too strict. Joaquin, let's ease up on the enforcement. Use your judgment. I nodded, hiding my satisfaction. It had taken a complete shutdown of the office, but Sergio finally saw reason. From that day on, we found a balance. We followed the rules, but with the flexibility to use our common sense. And that's how I, Joaquin, managed to shut down the entire office by simply following the rules.